Today is the 5th of May. We are recording this around about 6 in the morning in Johannesburg, celebrating the 555 Gateway. We call upon our Holy Father, Mother God, our Heavenly Holy Principal Creator of all that is, was, and ever can be, as we give thanks for this day, and we give thanks for being able to come together in this way. We give thanks for our journey, for this time of spirit, and for all the miracles in our lives. We call upon the 9 beings of light that oversees our energy field to create a protective grid around us. As we invoke each one's presence, we give thanks for their energy, and we set the intent for this to keep us in divine alignment in this and any other space that we create at this time, or at the time of listening to this. We call upon the presence of Archangel Michael, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Metatron, Archangel Ariel, Lord Ganesh, Lord Melchizedek and Lord Maitreya, Saint Germain and Lord Kuthumi. To protect us against all negativity projected towards us by any and all beings, consciously and unconsciously, incarnate and discarnate, from the north, the south, the east, the west, from above, from below, as also from within, to ground us within the light of Christ, so that at any and all times we are fully grounded, fully protected, and fully connected. To bless us with His Excalibur sword of truth, so that our truth always is and remains our communicating and motivating force of light. We call upon those within the higher realms that are here to assist us through this journey, through this time, maybe for a specific time. We ask them to lean their energy in, to create a protective circle of light around us. We also ask for them to support us, to open ourselves up in such a way that every question we've ever had be answered, and every issue we've ever grappled with be put to bed with. We ask them to assist us not only at this time, but at any time in our lives. When we are there and we need help, we need guidance, we need assistance, and we ask them to lean into our energy and to give us signs to say that they are there. We call upon the higher orders of light, the angels, the archangels, the lords and the ladies and the commanders, the Kohan, the Elohim, the Cherubim, the Seraphim. We call upon the celestial council of light. We ask these beings to bathe our energy field in the most incredible light and love and compassion and protection and reassurance, 'em, and care. 'Em, and reassurance, 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 and care. 'Em, and reas We receive this energy through the essence of our higher self, that which is beyond us, but is us. As we give thanks to our teachers for always being there for us, Kuthumi, Diana, and all the other masters that we work with, all of our guides, thank you for being there for us, for never giving up on us, even at times when we almost gave up on ourselves. Thank you that no matter what, you continue bathing us in your love, in your light and in your wisdom. And that no matter our reaction or behavior at times of stress, there is no judgment. We give thanks to the essence of the earth, Lady Gaia, for allowing us again this amazing visitation, the gift of living on her, reading on her, breeding, feeding off her, breathing off her, as our host, our sister, our mother, our earthly companion, as part of the essence of what we represent as earthlings. As we ask that all that is shared this day is shared in complete honesty and the greatest integrity and truth. And so be it. I am Kuthumi, and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time, and to gift unto thee a divine gift of enlightenment. Greetings to all. Enlightenment. Oh dear. Beloved ones, from the day that you are able to take on consciousness and able to express for yourself on behalf of the self, you strive towards enlightenment. From then onwards, within the subconscious of your thinking brain and planted deep within many other etheric aspects of the sacred heart and the sacred mind, in other words, the higher essence of that which you've come to represent, therein lies a predestined or a pre-programmed possibility of attaining enlightenment. From then onwards, on an unconscious level at first, and then at a subconscious level, you naturally strive to move towards enlightenment. For you see, even though you may not be able to relate to this, at a very young age, up to in your early teens even, perhaps for some, the memory of the light within remains. And as you grow up, because of the spectacular presentations that life gives you, the light within begins to fade in memory. Listen to me clearly. The light within you will always burn within you. It is up to your process as to how bright you would like it to be. But the light within you can never be extinguished. For that is the life essence, the gift that you were given, that is extended to you through the grace of creation for you to be able to be in this lifetime, this now time. When that light within is extinguished, that is when you release the body. But the light continues. You can never be without light. You are light. You are light substance. That is what spiritual essence is about. You are an essence, a light, a flame frequency that is an aspect of the divine. You are already enlightened, but because of the challenges of your journey and because of the curveballs of this spectacular showcase that you live within, called the drama of life on earth, you forget and you move away from that earlier anchor that kept drawing you back into the essence that you are, that you remember, that you knew so well. And as therefore, it is ingrained and it is programmed, for lack of a better word, within everyone's essence, within their heart, their mind, the higher heart, the higher mind, within their God cell, within their Akash, within every essence, within their DNA, to return to a state of being in light and become enlightened through it. It is therefore not considered to be the norm when it comes to rape, kill, destroy, corruption, blasphemy, lying, cheating. Although cheating, there could be a game around that, but that's highly complicated. Let's not go there. So you are not programmed to be destructive. You were programmed to live in a lane of light, and through it to become enlightened, for you to be able to reactivate your memory of the star seed, of the original essence of yourself as a spirit being. And through that process, to be able to rediscover the drama that you play within. To rediscover this game that you are playing, and to rediscover the truth that it is only a game. Although it is not just any game. Beloved ones, it's a very important game. For not every soul is given access to come and play out a game on this planet, to survive through the trickery, to survive through the misconduct of others, and to survive through the challenges that life gives you, the curveballs, as the channel said, that life gives you. And through that, to be able to come through and triumph above all else, and to discover, not to discover, to rediscover, and to remember, and to reintegrate every aspect of you that will allow you to be in enlightenment. But on the other side of that coin, for you to be able to embrace that and step into that process of pure enlightenment, you would need to live earth life on every level. You cannot deduct this or dive through that. You've got to live it. You've got to face the trials and the tribulations, the ups and downs, as well as all the successes and the celebrations thereof. It's a part of the journey. How it affects you is up to you. For you needn't be involved in a situation where through another's destruction it causes your demise or your demise. You needn't be in that position, because through your own grace and through that which we teach you from the realms of enlightenment, we are giving unto you an amazing toolbox filled with every opportunity for you to overcome the obstacles that you or others have placed onto your path. No matter what life gives you, you can give it back more. Beloved ones, there's a light within you that is burning so strong and so beautiful and so phenomenally magnificent. If only you could see it. It is therefore, as you very well know, very evident that in search of enlightenment, best start within. Yes, there are all the wonderful dramatics that goes with all sorts of practices of enlightenment. But you needn't go there. For that is not where you're going to find that inner God spark and awaken to the truth within. The only place you are going to find that is within you. And the only way you are going to find that is to tap into your magnificence. And once you are able to embrace the true power and the true possibility behind that which is called your magnificence. In other words, once you are able to embrace the greatest gifts that life can ever give you at this time, without stepping into your ego or your personality ego, as some refer to it, then you are on your way to discovering the true spiritual essence within. And when you discover your true spiritual essence within, you can never be alone. It's impossible. Impossible. So the energy of this day, I am not going to stress too much about the energetics at play, although I'll just touch on it, for everyone knows and understands what this day is about. 5, 5, 5. The 5th of May 2021. So it's the 5th day of the 5th month, and 2021 is a 5-year. 2 plus 2 plus 1. Beloved ones, this is like, consider it a midway mark between that which you've last left behind, that created great unsettlement in your journey, if you think back where you were 5 years ago, and a new world energy that will become quite evident from the year 2025 onwards. We have shared about this about 10, 15 years ago, and you are now at the halfway mark of that before the new cycle begins. (2025) is a 9-year, and therefore 2026 is the beginning of something new. So if you think of your last 9-year at the end of the previous cycle, and that which you have stepped into in this cycle, then understand that you are now halfway through that next cycle. So what this gateway is asking you, it is saying to you, where do you wish to go to from here? Seriously. If you look at this through enlightened eyes and with an enlightened mind, and in an enlightened consciousness, where do you see yourself in time to come, between now and the next 5 years? I know you have heard this a million times within your wonderful earth programs of motivation, when the teacher asks you to please write down your goals for the next 5 years. You may as well script your own quick cut to ascension. Life is changing so fast, beloved ones, and it's going to speed up even more. That best you keep your goals close at heart. And for goodness sake, don't be the fool to write them in stone. In this world that you are living in, and that which is unfolding now, especially with the tremendous influx of new powerful energy and rays of light, God rays of light, of the new frequency, the diamond frequency, the frequency of all possibility. Please don't write it in stone. Let it be light. Let it be filled with love. Allow it to give you the gift of venture and bless you with the satisfaction of the inspiration of getting there. And the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I mean, unless you enjoy your journey, what the hell are you doing here? Trying to impress God? I don't think so. Trying to make God proud of you? I don't think so. If your life is miserable, then understand the onus is on you. It is up to you to fill yourself with inspiration and love, to show God what you can do with this lifetime, and to make God proud of you. How do you make God proud of you? Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I'm proud of you. The easiest way. For the reflection of that which you see from within is the reflection of that which you receive from without. Beloved ones, so at this time, at this crucial time of change, of transformation, of reinvention is the word that I would like to have underlined. Reinvent yourself. Reinvent your life. Go find your inspiration wherever you need to look to find it. And for goodness sake, get out of the rut that you are in. I've always said, do things differently. So do things differently. Get your inspiration back. Get that magnificent step in your life back. That step that allows you to explore, to be courageous, to be curious, to even be a bit wild and crazy. Why not? Live your life. Live it. There is so much doom and gloom around. Your planet is going through immense suffering at this time. But never fear when Spirit is near, for your planet is also being bathed with more intense light codes and pockets of light quotient than it ever has before in its history. Never before has there been such support coming to you from the invisible realms for you to put this dark slayer to bed. It's your planet. It's your life. For that which you fear will become you. And that which you believe will see to it. So we ask you to use this time of great transformation, this gateway of the 555, to reinvent yourself and your life. But more so, beloved ones, we ask you to reinvent your mind. You have much to overcome. Most of you have physical issues to overcome, health issues, habits, addictions, the way you look at things. And it's one thing overcoming a physical issue, but it's a hell of a lot more difficult to overcome a mind issue. So work on it on all levels and understand that which the physical, the mental and the emotional supports becomes your etheric, becomes your spiritual. For that is the lesson that you inscribe within your auric field. Those are the signals that you send out into your Akash, so that when the time comes for you to leave this place, for you to take that which you have learned and which you have earned, which you have worked for, which you have suffered for, and allow it to take you into a new level of consciousness on the other side, on the real side of life. Remember, this is just a game, and as there is an earth game, there are many other games. But the other games contains most of the other games, contains and works within the realms of enlightenment. Whereas the challenge of your earthlings, your brothers and sisters around you, still wallows in greed, swallows buckets full of greed every day, fill themselves with pockets of greed instead of pockets of light and love and wisdom. Still feel so insecure about themselves and intimidated about their own enlightenment that all they do is want. So as this gateway expands in front of you, ahead of you, as you walk through this process, let this be a time of transformation for you. Beloved ones, let this be a time of excitement. Get back your groove, get into the move, and shake it all about. For at the end of the day, your search for enlightenment will never lead you astray. Your search towards enlightenment can never make you change the things that you need to do, the things that you need to live through, the things that you need to work through, and the things that you need to do. Enlightenment, beloved ones, is a state of mind with an ordinary life, within ordinary life. It is a state of elevated consciousness, of recognizing the light within as you strive for a clear connection and a clearer understanding of the light without. For you know where you come from, and you most certainly know where you'll be returning to. Enlightenment is the higher understanding of the processes of life and the evolutionary changes that are needed to complement it. To enable you to step into that essence of enlightenment, to step into that reinvention and transformation of the self. Start here. Start now. Rescript your goals. Put the past to bed. Nurse it, feed it if you have to. Give it compassion, nurture it, but then for heaven's sake, let it go. It's gone. Yesterday is gone. 5 minutes ago is gone. You cannot reverse yourself and go through a time warp to try and get it back. No, it's a timeline that you and your current consciousness and your now state of enlightenment is not a part of. So what in the heck are you doing there? Get out of the past. Get into the present. And in this present, through the energy and the essence that is gifted to you at this time, and just this day, through this month, through this period, in fact, through this year, beloved ones, is an opportunity to rewire and rescript your life. Rewire your signals, change your frequency. Work on your DNA, change that. Let your DNA change your biology, and you work on your state of enlightenment to bring your mind and your heart into a higher alignment of your sacred mind and your sacred heart as you leap into the arms of faith and embrace for yourself all the new possibilities that await you. For miracles are abound, and miracles attract miracles, and you are the greatest miracle that will ever be. May the light of the living Christ be within you. May you work on yourself to turn up the light quotient within, so that you enlighten yourself in such a way that you are able to finally embrace your magnificence within. I am Kuthumi. I am the Lord and the Master Kohan of the golden rays of love, enlightenment and wisdom. And I greet and I bless thee in love. Adonai. I'd like to thank Kuthumi, Diana, all our guides and guardians, for this message today, this conversation today with Kuthumi. I'd like to thank all our guides and guardians and those who are from the invisible realms for being with us, supporting us, loving us, and taking care of us. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking this time to be with yourself, to be with your higher self, and to be with your spirit self. Thank you.